several hours, begging the angels to bestow food and water again, but nothing came out of the bowl, and the water from last night was only enough for the people and soldiers to use for 7 days. The general, left with no choice, wrote a letter, burned it, and placed it into the bowl. While thanking the angels, he also begged them to save the 100,000 people in the city. The next day, when the girl woke up, she found the bowl was not yet filled with water. Curious, she leaned closer to take a look. Unexpectedly, black smoke burst out from the bowl and sprayed all over her face. Angry, the girl threw the bowl away, grabbed some dog food, and hurled it in. But no matter how much she threw inside, everything vanished instantly. Little did she know, the dog food she discarded allowed the starving soldiers to eat meat. Looking at the canned dog food in their hands, they immediately became happy. The general even decided to write a letter to the angels with his own blood, explaining his situation, hoping to save the lives of the 100,000 soldiers and civilians. At that moment, the girl wanted to give up, but the next second, a blood-stained letter floated out from the bowl. Seeing the contents of the letter and the name of an unfamiliar country, the girl thought someone was trying to trick her, but she was also afraid that what was written might be true. So she decided to send over all the food her parents had bought when they were still alive. Meanwhile, the general looked happily at the food that appeared again before him. He immediately closed his eyes and silently thanked the angels for their gift. But the food was only enough for the people to use for 3 days. Just as the general didn't know what to do, his subordinates still wanted him to pray again to the angels, begging for more food. But the general refused. He said bluntly that the angels granting this food was already an immense kindness, and how could they dare to ask again? He then decided to use their valuable treasures to thank the angels. Not only bars of gold, each weighing 20 pounds, but also the jade pendant he wore, worth millions of dollars. He placed them all into the bowl. At that moment, the girl was shocked to see gold suddenly appear in the bowl. She instantly became excited, but when she saw the jade pendant, she didn't know what it was, so she decided to take them for appraisal. The next day, the girl took the gold and the jade pendant to an antique recycling shop, asking the shop owner to help her appraise them. When she learned that the gold was real and worth $30 million, the girl immediately rejoiced. Then she took out the jade pendant to check its authenticity. But as soon as the shop owner saw the pendant, he stood up in excitement, because at a glance, he recognized that this pendant was a royal reward from a king 1,000 years ago. He then brought out historical documents about that country to prove his guess. The girl looked at the shop owner in confusion, not understanding why he was so excited. But when the shop owner told her that the pendant was worth at least $500 million, the girl was stunned, her eyes wide open. She looked at the pendant in disbelief. She never imagined